Yo, welcome to a perfect Cell Dragon Ball FighterZ 1.41 guide. We'll start off with his combos, go over his neutral tips, talk about his mix-ups and pressure, and everything you need to know to play this character. This won't be as in-depth as like my 21 full guide, but still enough for you to cook with Cell. He has a 3H that moves him forward now, and you can combo up like this. This is how his normal 2H looks like, but you can also extend the regular combo with a JS into Rolling Crush, canceling into super early if you want a bit more damage. J2H is horizontally, and you want to use these horizontal smashes so you can land a smashless JH into JS into Rolling Crush. And on these shorter combos, if you end up close to the corner, you can end the combo with a J2H medium Rolling Crush. The only thing is that if you're too low to the ground, then you can't get this smashless JH into JS to convert. We'll start simple and then get into more optimized stuff. So he has a 5M, 4M, and a 6H that hits low that you can add on. So his scaled route can look like this when you're down on the ground after 5H, but that's it for his easy combos. Let's try to optimize these with his rejumps. So he has a smashless rejump after his beam, where you can do air dash JM, land, dash jump 669, and this is on the easier side of rejumps. We'll just do 2M 6H for unscaled, but from a 5H combo, you can land another beam into super dashing, getting more corner carry, and this combo leads to 5.5k. If you end up close to the corner on these unscaled starters, you can fit in a JS beam super dash for more corner carry, ending in a J2H with medium rolling crush for his 5.6k. On shorter combos, you can also do his JS into medium rolling crush, which can be done mid-screen, but feels a lot more inconsistent than doing the light one. And here's the scaled starter version of a JH that leaves you with 4.4k damage. You can also go for this route close to the corner, doing JLM to be closer to the ground so you can fit in that medium 4LL JH into medium rolling crush ending. But now it's time for his optimal routes with the command grab, since that got faster so you can link him mid-screen. Here's just an easy version for you guys. But you can also dash up 2M 6H into beam afterwards as well for pretty good damage, 5.7k off something really simple. But we can start to add his rejumps to make it more optimal. And here's how that looks like, delaying the beam after the grab into the air dash medium 669, doing a JM, and then this leads you to 5.9k. And Q-Anchor optimized this mid-screen by landing a JLM into double jump medium beam, and then that way you can land a medium rolling crush in. Can work close to the corner too, but that medium rolling crush link can be very inconsistent, so honestly just go for the light one if you struggle with the combo. A more optimized version that Q-Anchor found is going to 5H right away, then you do the dash up into rejump, and here you get 6.1k. Damage kind of varies between different characters. But while you can get the beam rejump part on GT, the ender tends to whiff on him, as you guys can see sadly. But if you use the light rolling crush, you still get 6.1k and it works on everyone. And I'd save this combo for like your reflect or guard cancel punishes, because you don't have a lot of normals that hit confirm into. It's just 2M 5H right away. On skilled starters, because Cell's hit stun decay goes up so high, you don't even need the rejump, so you can just beam and then super dash and end it early. Although if you do want to go for the rejump, you can use assist, or in this case I'll show off a vanish extension after J214M to still stay towards the corner. Next we'll cover some miscellaneous stray hits and then some vanish extension. So for J2, you can combo that solo, but the combo needs to be really short because of hit stun decay. For post vanish has a couple of different routes. If you delay the auto combo, you can land a whole string into angled up beam ending like so. A bit more optimally is just going into a jump cancel after that second auto combo, extending with the beam. And you can also side switch off of vanish by doing a dash before the auto combo and then delaying the first set of JLMLs. The most optimal damaging post vanish route though is doing a rejump like the similar mid-screen routes that we were talking about earlier for 2.7k. You can add these concepts after his perfect attack for like 5k, but even with the beam, you don't even need to rejump it. You can always angle it up and just super dash afterwards. And in the corner, you can add the J2H medium rolling crush stuff. One cool thing though is that if you vanish early after the second hit of EX perfect attack, you stay same side. And here is just an easier corner version of this combo. But with assist, you can also confirm perfect attack, and here I do backdash into a cycle crash, dashing up, doing just JMs to keep the combo small so it doesn't drop. EX perfect attack in the air brings it back to the ground where you can combo by yourself. Here is just an easy beam version, but you can dash up 6H for more damage, and here's a universal combo after that. And you can vanish extend a lot of his combos with JS2L now, which side switches, and here I show off an assisted ender into super. You can go into his auto combo route or his 2M beam route. And this leads to 6.2k, or you can do a JDR for psychic knockdown. Even off his really easy mid-screen route, you can vanish extend it, and here I'm showing J2M so you can stay same side, ending it really early with a rolling crush. Cell has like 4 corner loops I will go over, so this one is his OG route using the perfect attack with loops that does 5.6k damage and all auto time. And any of these perfect attack or JSJH with loops that we'll see can apply to his close to the corner routes. This one I'm showing how you can extend with assist because they can get pretty long. JF Lunch found these new JH with loops. If you get the rejump here, you have to delay the JLs, and then everything else is auto time for 5.9k, but it is character specific. Super jumping can help with the delays on the JLs just so that your JH can whiff, but on other characters you have to do a perfect attack loop here, and then this does less damage but works on another set of characters. So JF Lunch was kind enough to organize a little tier list to show which characters use the first route, which character use the second route, and it doesn't work on Z Broly or Cooler. Still works on skill starters, and I think this is one of my favorite Cell combos, man. Here's just like an easier ender, I guess, just doing one loop and then going to beams right away without having to extend it further. And because it's a 5H, it can work a lot further from the corner. I really like this route. This reminds me of DBFZ Broly's loops actually, and here I just remove one of the JS to make it more consistent. This combo is just to showcase how you can do 2S into this angle loop after delaying a bit, and this angled up beam where you can connect hits as well, and both can be looped. Here's an example of what I mean by looping it, and once you get the timings down, it's not too hard delaying the beam after the key blast. And now let's get into his optimal route. His optimal combos revolve around his Psycho Crash grab, which doesn't need any delays or anything now, and here the auto combo you can mash that out as well. This whole combo is auto time, no delays needed for 6.2k, almost 6.3. A much harder but optimal route is by Q anchor. You have to heavily delay the 3H here to connect everything else at 6.3k. This does more or less damage depending on the character, but it is pretty tricky. For skill stars, you can try to scale the ones that we just went over, but doing a simple route like this one, where you can also do auto combo for less damage, still deals good damage at 4.5k. With your back to the corner of EX perfect attack, you can vanish right away into a beam, and you still preserve JH smashers an easy route, but you can add some JH loop whiffs. His frame 4 anti-air 214M back to the corner, you can combo with it because of a wall bounce, and here you can do any combo you want. I'm just showing off a rejump that gives you 6.2k, everything auto time, pretty fire. We'll start off the TODs with a Sparkless Team 1. All of his optimal combos can turn into TODs with assist extension, so here's his easy corner optimal one, and then I showcase how we can extend with an assist after EX Rolling Crush into 5L 6L to get the charge version, holding up to get Kid Buu to angle up, and then we go level 1, level 3 being a 3.5 corner team TOD. And if you want to see more team TODs with Spark, hella Bar Positive, check out Q Anchor for more. And yeah, Cell has a lot of TODs, so we'll just cover a couple key ones to give you guys some ideas. Now in Spark, that boy Cell has a lot, and it looks crazy because each of the perfect attacks are 3 hits, but it's not as hard as just inputting one. Here I do an empty vanish sequence, super dash canceling, and then mid-screen ending with the EX perfect attack, but he can get way more optimal than this. But enough with the spark cancels. If you do 5H beam, you can whiff your spark, and then we go back into his OG spark loops with 2S delay air dash JM. Remember to micro dash after the spark so you can be closer, and I want to show off J2M here. He could have been more optimal by doing more special cancels, but I want to show off how J2M can link after medium perfect attack, which I thought was saucy, into the kill with level 3. And the last TOD I got for y'all is this TK beam that Q Anger found. You can actually loop this up to 2 times to get more damage on it, but I just do it one time, ending with some spark cancels here. And I really like this spark ender where you do the EX perfect attack into his command grab and then do key charge into the Dragon Rush. Very saucy. Let's get into pressure and mix-ups now. Now Cell's pressure is really solid. He has a lot of interesting tools. His light situation is interesting. He doesn't have a conventional 4LL, but if you hold 4 for the 6L, it makes it +1 instead of -5. Cell's really good at having a slow tempo to frame trap and all, so that's when you can layer in the 6L because there is a gap for that. And then once they block it, make sure to hold back so your 5L can come out. But as you can see, +1 isn't really too good. But what is cool with the plus frame is that you can hold his rolling crush, his EX rolling crush, holding 6 to hit cross up and then holding forward to hit same side. It's unable to catch jumps because it's so slow. So I don't think it's anything too crazy. But if you can start pressuring around, because it has really good slow tempo, once you can start to get this 6L in, you can get 6LL to get a command grab. And from his auto combo tick throw, you don't get much. You can just add beam into it and you can get psychic knockdown. Or in the corner, you can connect his psycho crash and then get into his beam rejump or his perfect attack with loops for pretty good damage. But that's only in the corner. Midscreen, you can't really get these. Although you can call an assist then. And he has a lot of lows to help with his pressure, and 2M being 9 frames now kind of helps with like super dash plus assist mix with 2M. The only thing is that 2M on block is like -12, so it doesn't make for really quick pressure on that point, but 6H is -5, so he has a lot of cool stuff. 5M isn't a low, but being able to do 5M, 4M, and then stagger, you can delay, you don't have to do it right away, you can space yourself out. And at this further distance, you can still reach. 6H can reach as well as an extra low, which is great for later on in the string. After key blast, you can 6H. And unlike conventional key blast pressure, where you have to worry about guard cancel super dash or guard cancel reflex, 6H afterwards beats through that. So that's really cool because he can elongate his pressure. His rhythm is really good, hitting from far away. His key blast is from far away too. And then if you reflect, you're prone to get hit by 5M, prone to get hit by 2M. He has a lot of really good ways to slow down but also speed up his pressure, and now we've seen that you can add in other things as well. And for the overhead part, yeah, he has double overheads, single overheads, but also his rolling crush stuff hits overhead on the last hit, so you can really layer in interesting overhead setups. And like the left rights that we spoke about, although the EX flash does give it away, but holding back at certain distances can let you hit same side, which is very dope. Now for 3H, you can Kara cancel it with DR to give him more forward momentum, and it still works with his 6H like from before. Cell players find this interesting. Kara cancels can be interesting to overload your pressure, but I don't think it's anything too game breaking for him. His left rights can be really good. He has JM, which is an amazing cross up, on top of like same side JS if you space it out properly, and same side beam again if you space it out properly, but those can be a bit more inconsistent. But I feel like for the same side, he's more known for his EX rolling crush that we'll talk about later. What's interesting is that you can combo from 2L now, although it can be inconsistent sometimes. So with assists, depending on their pushback, you can get some interesting left-right mix. Or you can do the M version to get the corner, for example. I don't know, this can be really sick in my opinion. On top of your 6M plus assist stuff, managing spacing, DRs, and rhythm changes, Cell can be really annoying to block. For pressure, doing JS plus JH can be interesting for like pressure. You get a lot of meter from it. You can like whiff JH for a lot of blocks and continue. You can use this to bait them, where at closer distances, the EX rolling crush can hit overhead. But on pressure on reaction, they can kinda reflect guard cancel it. Sometimes it comes out inconsistent, because that can also be through super dash as well. And you can layer in the medium version depending on your spacing, or the light version. I think it can be interesting, especially since further away you whiff the JH and then pressure. And while the 2S stuff is +2, mid-screen it tends to whiff, so it's not too crazy, and you can't really cancel through it, so it makes it really easy to like reflect afterwards. You don't see this used too often in pressure. And yeah, although the grab is faster now, you won't really see it used in pressure, not even in the corner. Mid-screen it whiffs, but in the corner it's still slow. That's about it for pressure. I did want to note that in sparking, some interesting strings that you can do is command grab after the beam to extend it, which works full screen away, which is kind of funny because it's safe unless if they have like empty vanish or something. And what's cool about this sparking mix as well is that you can confirm it by yourself with beam, whereas usually you have to vanish after rolling crush. What he's most known for is his EX perfect attack that can true string with 30 frames. Here you don't need to worry about crosser protection because you can do fast fall low 2L or holding down fast fall late air dash high JL, and with practice it should true string for a high low 50-50 where you'd have to guess even through crosser protection. But with some assist timing and pushback, you can land same side, and that's where you need to time it to kind of break crossover protection if you want a left right, and you can also hold up to float for a left right high low JL as well, which works in the corner too, depending on different assist timing and pushback and everything you can put together. On top of being able to land and then IED, land, layer, JH whiff into lows, add in dragon rushes, EX perfect attack is an amazing tool. Guard cancels usually can't beat it either. Different timings can have different effects. It can be hard to handle vanish sometimes, but even against that you're able to block and have other answers as well. But even with low blocks and assists, you can get away with it sometimes. What's hard about punishing EX perfect attack is, yeah, they can 2H it, but I can just dash away. Even in Spark, they can't get away with EX rolling crush after EX perfect attack. But be careful of them baiting your 2Hs or punishes because they have so many options that they can do. The best thing to do is to try and pursue it by jumping up, but if you're too late, he can also counter. EX perfect attack is good as neutral, as a poke, as a combo tool, and as mix-ups, but it does take half a bar. So don't be afraid to just do meterless super dash with assist mix high-low. You can also fit in the low 2M that I discussed earlier, and other layers like the fake out highs. So don't forget about that. EX attacks does true string, which makes it really easy to use, versus super dash mix you have to set it up with good pressure. He also has a left right mix with light and medium perfect attack. Light hits same side but doesn't hit overhead. Its main use is with low blocks and assists, you can hit same side with it, or to hit cross up as well. And you can practice to set them to guard first only and then get the timings down. His main mix is from his iconic level 3. You have to do IDJL to be close enough where you do 2-6H holding nothing to hit cross up. If you hold forward, it doesn't hit cross up. And then if you hold back, it hits same side. The only thing is that you need like an assist or vanish or spark to confirm out of it. But if you do spark, you can get really good damage, especially on the cross up ones, since you can do his medium perfect attack to put them back in the corner into his crazy sparking combos that we covered earlier. You can also just whiff the 5L, still holding neutral after 2-6H for it to cross up. What's good with calling an assist is that you can continue your turn if they do guess right and then they do block it, whether it's same side or cross up. And to layer level 3 Oki, you can also go for low 2M, which hits a lot of people since the rolling crush part also hits high, right? For spark base, I find it easier to do IDJL into backdash because that way you're closer, because if you do 5L plus backdash, you're a bit further away. Now for regular sliding knockdown Oki, what's interesting is that the medium rolling crush gives you more frame advantage at 56, but the light rolling crush gives you less at like 36. So if you can enter the medium ones, you can get better Oki. Off the light rolling crush, you can just IADJH right away. But you can also meaty with EX perfect attack, because even on block, you can go into mix-ups right away. Especially on up tech, since you can do it on reaction and then meaty either confirm the hits or get them into a nice mix. Just note that it does put you in the corner and does spend half a bar, so if they do end up blocking everything, you're at a huge disadvantage. In neutral, you have to be mindful of his ranges. JL is really good, JM is good as well. Also, if you staircase them, you can get some pretty nasty add-ons. Doing things like JM into perfect attack can be nice because you get a combo on hit. And on block, it comes out as the mix. It's nice how 5M can be like a double poke. So it can really help to like hit confirm, because just pressing medium goes into the 2M. If you miss the first one and land the second one, it still goes into 2M. And then if you miss it on whiff, it still advances you forward. All of his mediums kind of slide though, so be aware of your ranges. Highly recommend anti-airing with his perfect attack, especially if you're up in the air, because 2H can be a bit weird sometimes, but when you're trying to pursue their landings, always put space between you and them. You don't want to be right under them, because that's a bit of a bad angle for Cell, especially with 3H now. You want to be at like this backdash distance where regular 2H can hit. So be careful of being at this disadvantageous spot. Perfect attack can work, but even that can whiff sometimes. So if you're trying to pursue them, backdash away, create some space, try to elongate their super dashes, and then punish accordingly. So for perfect attacks, yeah, it's not frame one everything now, but if you see them in this range in neutral, let it fly. A good Cell doesn't let you approach him, so on a hit you can get a combo in the air. Even the other versions making air is really hard to win against Cell. It's really hard to pursue him. But even if they block, you call an assist, you get Mix. Oh my god. And for his Ki Blast, you don't want to rely on JS in neutral because it's such a committal move where they can just super dash afterwards. The low Ki Blast can be interesting though, so once you're in zone 2 it can reach, and then in this range you'll see a lot of people go for perfect attacks. He revolves around perfect attacks, and this is where the Ki Blast can use as a good counter, or even the 2S to come in. So understanding your ranges to do like dash blocks plus perfect attack is really good, even normal one to get in. It's such a high priority, really fast move with a huge range to it. His perfect attack used to be really scary because it was invul on the ground as well. And then when you would advance, they would have to respect it by going backwards, right? So it would be this mutual respect. But now perfect attack isn't as intimidating. You have to also use your other normals to chase them down. But that's what's nice about the Ki Blast, is that whenever you come in and they back away, the Ki Blast can be nice to snipe them from far. Versus like 2M is a bit slower. 6H, not really a neutral poke, but the Ki Blast, very low committal, pair it with assists to get in. 2S is like a lyric, but you can cancel it if you're really woke like that, although it is kind of hard. But besides that, if you can't call an assist, it can do interesting things. But because his ranges are so good, you have rolling crush plus assist, where you can hold back to land closer or hold forward to land further away. And that can be really good to like cross up, as well as like mix-ups. You can lock them down, use your Ki Blast, advance in range, you know, Ki Blast strings into his 2M. If you're closer, it strings into 6H, which can be really interesting. He has 3H to pair with the Ki Blast, so boom, boom, boom. You pull up, go perfect attack. And his rolling crush is such a fast poke, almost full screen away. EX being almost full screen away, same with the medium. Light is a bit shorter, so if they try to dash block in, it's a really fast call out tool. You can call your assist afterwards. And depending on your movement, if they dash forward and you dash block as well, you can get like a cross up plus assist, which is an insane poke from neutral. I see a lot of Cell players use his downward beam, and yeah, that can be nice if you want to spend a bar and then spend another half a bar. And if you always rely on beam, it makes it really easy to punish Cell. Versus in that same situation, if I wait for him, I get my perfect attack. Mostly save his beam for whiff punish situations, since you can super dash afterwards for full combo. But you can also use 2M as like a whiff punish tool as well, although this is 2Hable. If you throw it out randomly, you'll get punished, but then if you throw it out with assists, you can get some interesting setups where it kind of works as mix, since you don't know if you're going to pair same side or if you're going to pair cross up as well. As you know, something you want to prioritize is targeting their landings, right? Especially if they use their double jumps. That's why staying grounded is so nice, especially when you have like a perfect attack, right? But what's nice about Cell is that you can use his perfect attack as like a movement tool. So they're trying to bring you down, you use your double jump, you get out of there, you change your momentum, alter your momentum. And you can also alter it aggressively with like a poke. This one is more committal, makes it easier to punish because it's multiple hits. But if you whiff this, it's very hard to punish, as I get punished. So yeah, this is not only just a poke, but also to alter your landings. Don't forget to use your assist. Stay away from like the Ki Blast stuff, but it does have its place after like dash blocks with assists. And you can do way more than just beam stuff. Come on, guys. Also, depending on your assist, you can also set up some pretty sneaky grabs, but I don't recommend that one. Defensively, it can't be used after plus frames anymore like it used to be, but the grounded version in the air is frame 4 invul, on the ground is frame 1. So on Oki setups, you can see it fly. They'd have to block it. That can be nice, but what a lot of people do against Cell is that they just do a grounded melee instead. So be careful of that. It can be useful sometimes, especially if they mess up their Oki. But remember that they are looking out for this, so be careful. His assist got buffed. His A assist is faster by 1 frame with reduced delay and increased hit stop to make for easier confirms, and block stun to plus 40 frames on block, a 10 frame increase, giving you access to better mix-ups. B assist increased distance move, duration, and hit stop to make it easier to confirm at plus 35, an increase from plus 29 on block. And C assist has even more invul frames, and his C assist is so strong because it catches jumps and is invul and is an end tier. Crazy. And that about wraps it up. I know Cell is usually Q-Anchor's guide, and he has a ton of good videos on him, so check him out for even more Cell tech. But I kept getting a lot of requests on him, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.